Hey guys, Joshua with a quick video. I want to kind of talk about this spreadsheet that I've been developing for the past few days and how I use this spreadsheet to find strategies to play when it comes to day trading. So if you see here, I have this spreadsheet and it's geared towards morning spikes, right? So I wanted to find a way to predict these morning spikes before they happened, and I wanted to find a way to get in early. And as I started to input data and pull data that I thought was relevant, I realized something really early on. I realized that a lot of the data, there were so many variables that played a part when it came to morning spikes that it just really became a guessing game. There was a lot of guessing and a lot of, luck involved when it came to catching these morning spikes before they happened. The profit was definitely there. Some of these morning spikes ran 80%, 78% from their opening price, which was huge. But, taking that into account, being able to predict that is just, it's unrealistic, right? So I decided to shift my focus from morning spikes to buying the dip whenever that spike had its first pullback. Because as this data started to develop, I realized that every single spike that had a morning spike, or every single stock that had a big morning spike, had a hard pullback after that spike, right? Had a hard dip. And I felt like that was a little something that I could actually play off of, that was a little more consistent, a little more predictable, and something that I could really, profit from. It had a lot of profit potential as well. So just to give you an example of that, I took the ticker ABEO, right? It had the weakest spike in the morning, just about 11.9%, and I took that and I did some calculations there, right? And if I would have bought that spike, if I would have shorted that spike at the top of its peak at about $9.84, and I would have covered it 54% lower, which is about 56% or 56 cents off of its high, that would have been about $172 of profit, right? So that doesn't sound like much, but considering that it's a $3,000 position, that's pretty good. And considering that 90% of traders lose money, being able to walk away from a trade with considerable profits is key. So, and even putting that into context, if I had $172 and I made $172 4 days a week for 4 weeks a month, that's $2,750 a month before commissions. So let's say we take out commissions. Let's say I take a loss on 1 or 2 trades. I'm still walking with at least $2,000, So that's a pretty big gain in a month. That's 2/3 of my account if I had a $3,000 account. And that's huge, right? So, and over time, that money compounds. So as the months go on, as the year goes on, that money starts to compound. And next thing you know, I'm making $700, $900 from these dip buying strategies, right? Or these dip shorting strategies, which is huge. So I hope that kind of give you some perspective on, why spreadsheets are important. Because before I just started to, develop this spreadsheet, a lot of my trading was based off of honestly guessing. There were some patterns that I knew worked or whatever, but when it came to actually finding a position to play off of, finding a support and resistance level to take a position on, it was kind of a guessing game. Like, man, is this going to hold that support? Is this going to be it? Is this going to be that? And there wasn't much data for me to play off of it. And since I was playing 5 different strategies, there's 4 different strategies. The time it took, or the level of in-depth knowledge of those strategies was kind of limited. And I feel like a lot of traders are like that. Even though I've been profitable, I've ended green months, I've ended months red. It wasn't consistent, and I'm not so much worried about profit as, okay, well, I made $400 today, or I made $600 today. I'm more worried about being consistent. Consistency leads to profit. So if I could make $100 a day consistently 4 days a week, that's way better than me making $400 one day, then losing $300 the next day, then making $200 the next day. It's not consistent, and I don't want to trade stocks inconsistently. So that's why I created this spreadsheet. Now, I hope that helped you guys out. I hope you got some ideas. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me. I'd love to answer those for you. But thanks for watching, and we'll see y'all next time.